Alright guys, we're back with another unboxing for Victorum Games. We got some Black Seas today. Earlier we did some French things and some generic boxes as well. Today, our second fleet that we're actually working on is the U.S. Navy starter. So we'll crack this bad boy open and we'll be right back and show you guys everything that's inside. Alright guys, we are back. We got everything unboxed, and again, as is pretty typical with Warlord starter boxes for anything, they are jam-packed and you do get a hell of a lot of stuff in here. So we'll start small to large, basically, kind of go in order here. So we do get 6 brigs, you get 3 sprues of that, so basically the same old brig that you would get in a separate box. Let's get that to focus here. Maybe. There we go. So yeah, 6 of these bad boys. Again, U.S. does not really get anything third rate or above, so you're definitely going to see a lot of brigs in the U.S. fleet. And kind of probably our most typical ship really that we're going to get are frigates. You get 3 of those, so basically 5th rates. And again, these are all plastic. You get the assembly instruction sheet there. And really, after you've done a couple, it's pretty self-explanatory. And then a whole ton of cardboard and other accessories. You get your wake markers for your speed. You get your rat lines for the various ships. You get a couple other instructions here you get a couple of named ships actually with the kit. So we got the U.S. United States, and there we are, the president as well. So really cool ships. We'll get to those in just a second. We got our flags, various sails and stuff like that. So jam-packed with goodies for that. We also, Warlord's really generous, so pretty much in all your boxes and stuff like that, you're going to get a ton of string, basically, if you do want to do all the rigging on your ships. There's all kinds of tutorials out there for that, so definitely something we're going to attempt. Not sure how well it's going to go, but in either case, we got that. You do also get, kind of interject here real quick, the super small ships here. So you get a gunboat squadron, which is resin and metal hybrid here, as are basically all the named special ships. So you get 3 on a base, basically. It's really cool detail there with the water. And it's probably, again, my only gripe with these starter kits. I really, considering the Americans don't really get any big ships, and rather than throwing more brigs and frigates and stuff in there, I really would have loved to have a second one or something like that. But Warlord does have these available separately now, so that is pretty cool. So you get that, and then basically some resin sail bits and stuff like that to finish those up. All right, then we move on. So we get our 2 special ships here. So these are, again, resin metal hybrids. So hull resin, really awesome crisp detail, not much in the way of flash or anything, so cleanup won't be too bad. This one is, if we can get it to focus, is the United States. So really cool ship there. And again, America needs all the firepower it can get in this, since we don't get any of those big first-rate monsters. And then this will be the president. This one does have a little bit more cleanup work on it, but again, really crisp detail. Kind of getting as close as we can here. So yeah, just take a look at all that detail. See if we can't get that to focus properly at some point. Here we kind of go. So there's that. And pretty much identical on this one. So yeah, really cool stuff there. Actually, no, not identical, now that we actually get a look at them. So yeah, that's interesting. Definitely some differences there. And then we get, last but not least here, we get our big old stack of stat cards. So brigs, again, starting with kind of on the small end. We'll get to the gunboats in a second. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. But brigs, basically got your 20 hull, and again, these indicate your turning and so on and so forth in your guns. So brigs are really just throwing 2 of the cannon shots there. And again, we get 6 of these. Again, Warlord's really generous, basically 1 for 1 here. Then these they're flipped. We get our 5th rate frigates, and you can already see again the sort of step up in quality there. So we got same basically long range firepower, then short and medium and stuff there too. Different types of cannons, which we'll cover in another video. This one also lets you fire forward a little bit, and basically an extra 16 hull there. So 36 hull on these 5th rate frigates. So pretty cool there. All right. Then we get to the United States, which in comparison to the sort of generic frigate, we kind of get them both in the shot here. So you can see on the 5th rate, 2, 1, 1, and then 1 forward. And then on the United States, definitely a little bit more firepower. So 2s all the way across on the different broadside weapons, still just 1 forward. And then we got a little bit more hull on top of that, 44, which again, when dealing with these monstrous big ships of all the other factions, again, we need all the help we can get here to make America great in this game. All right, so I guess last or second to last here, we decided to put the gunboat in. Everything else has been kind of going from small to large, but anyway, gunboats, 12 hit points there, and then just the one kind of shorter ranged shot there. But again, these en masse quantity will definitely make up for quality there. And they're definitely a little bit harder to hit, if I recall correctly. We haven't played too many games of this yet. And then here's the President compared to, again, the 5th rate. So it looks like basically same on the guns compared to the United States here. We'll just get them both in. So 2s all the way across on the broadside, 44 hull, 1 forward. Nothing rear on these guys. They're too small for that. But we get 2 pretty solid upgunned 5th rates, basically. So not bad, not bad. So really cool stuff there. And then Warlord has also released the Essex, which we'll definitely be getting and adding to our fleet here. So again, lots of cool named ships that we have available. So, and again, lots of cool details. So that is the U.S. starter fleet for Black Seas. If you haven't looked at this yet from Warlord Games, it's a really cool game. If you like the Napoleonic era, ships of the line, that kind of stuff. Really, really great game. 4 factions right now. You got the U.S., France, Britain, and Spain. I do believe there are some other factions coming, and maybe even some neutral faction things. We got to catch up a little bit on that. But really fun game, easy to learn. Basically going off of D10s and D6s, and has tons of cool scenarios. And yeah, just a really fun game. So, and unlike some of the other, I mean, there's tons of rules, tons of other naval games out there for this period and other periods, but very easy to get into, as with most things from Warlord. So definitely something to consider. There is a Master and Commander 2-player starter set, which is worth getting if you want to jump in with a friend. Yeah, that gives you everything you need rulebook wise, ships to play with, and that kind of is your launching point. But yeah, this is that U.S. starter, so really cool. If you like early U.S. history and want to learn a little bit more about that period too, it's great inspiration for that. You can do some research on the actual ships, match their paint schemes and all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's been the U.S. starter. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and then stay tuned for more Black Seas content. We're definitely going to get all these built. Stay tuned for some painting content, and we'll have some battle reports for you guys soon. Thanks.